Most people refuse to pay that price. Refuse to be most people. Keep watching. Look at the last friendship that ended. Do not tell the polite story. Replay the moment you became unavailable. What changed? The person's usefulness, the person's image, the person's ability to reflect you. That is the trade revealing itself. Own it. Stop calling it distance. Call it a renegotiation that you declined. Notice a friendship that survived years. The calls, the favors, the secrets. Then the friend becomes inconvenient. They lose a job. They get sick. They no longer reflect well on you. You answer the phone, but you count the minutes. You notice exhaustion. You call it boundaries. You call it a heavy season. The truth is quieter. The deal changed, and you no longer want to renew it. That counting is not exhaustion. It is the mask slipping. Catch yourself measuring what the relationship takes from you. Stop pretending that measurement is self-care. It is the self-love beneath the label. Name it now. A man who survived court intrigue wrote one sentence in his Maxims that still cuts. What we call friendship is only a reciprocal exchange of interests, a trade in which self-love always expects to gain something. That is not cynicism. That is anatomy. Stop flinching from it. The sentence exposes you. Read it again. That is how you stay in a relationship, not because you love the person, but because the person returns something you cannot name. Stop calling that loyalty. Call it leverage. Watch what happens next. You do not announce the end. You do not admit it to yourself. You become slower. Replies take longer. Enthusiasm thins. You are never cruel. You are just less available. If someone asks, you say you have been busy. You protect the idea of your own goodness while quietly withdrawing the thing you once offered. Notice the withdrawal. That is loyalty revealing what it always was. An arrangement. The arrangement does not scream. It simply stops paying. Rochefoucauld watched alliances dissolve after political disgrace. He did not survive by being more loyal than others. He survived by noticing the mechanism. He called it amour propre, not crude selfishness, something deeper, a self-love so foundational it never appears in the mirror. It is the invisible accountant inside every relationship. It does not shout, it calculates. Ask yourself one question: what am I getting from this? That question is always running. Most people never hear it. You will not hear it unless you force yourself to listen. Sit still, listen to the accounting. You think you are loyal because you feel attachment. Attachment is the emotional name for a good trade. The person makes you feel important. They understand you. They affirm your past. They share your enemies. You call that closeness. Closeness can be a transaction that has not yet become too expensive. Do not confuse comfort with commitment. Commitment does not flinch at the price. Comfort flees the moment the price rises. Think of someone you admire. Ask what you would sacrifice for them without an audience. No one watching, no one to applaud. If the answer is nothing, your loyalty is only a performance. That is hard to accept. Accept it. Picture a grand hallway. Two people embrace. The room is full of observers. The embrace is long enough to be noticed. When the observers leave, the arms loosen. Not because the affection was false, because its real audience has gone. This is the performance of loyalty. It requires no malice. It requires only an audience. You have done this. Somewhere in some relationship, you held on tighter when people were watching. You spoke with greater devotion when your character was being judged. You felt commitment cool the moment the person stopped adding to your image. Stop lying to yourself about that cooling. It is not a feeling. It is a verdict. The maxims are blunt. Our virtues are most frequently only vices disguised. Loyalty, as you perform it, is vanity dressed in moral language. You stay because staying makes you feel noble. You remember because forgetting would make you feel disloyal. You protect others because their fall would expose how little you ever truly cared apart. You call it natural. Natural is a word people use when they refuse to name the cause. Name the cause. The trade ended. Nothing else. Here is the uncomfortable part. You will not notice this happening in real time. You will feel a vague dissatisfaction, a sense that the relationship has become draining, a need for space, a preference for people who match your current ambition. You will give those feelings moral names: growth, boundaries, self-respect. Catch yourself. Those names can hide the older truth. You are leaving because the person no longer serves you. Do not call that evil. The philosopher calls it inevitable. Self-love is not a flaw you can remove. It is the operating system. The mistake is not having self-interest. The mistake is believing you do not. Do not fight the operating system. Use it. Once you see the accountant, you can audit yourself. Ask the question before the relationship asks it. What am I receiving? Then decide if the trade is one you would choose with open eyes. So what do you do with this knowledge? Do not become cold. Do not distrust every bond. That would be another mask. The goal is not to stop caring. The goal is to become honest enough to choose. Use 3 tests. Test 1, cost. Ask yourself, would I stay if no one saw me do it? Would I stay if staying cost me status, comfort, or future opportunity? If the answer comes with hesitation, you are not looking at loyalty. You are looking at a profitable self-image. Test 2, silence. Watch what happens inside you when the person no longer reflects well on you. Not hatred, just a quiet cooling. That cooling is not natural distance. It is the mask slipping. Test 3, sacrifice. Loyalty that costs nothing proves nothing. Only when a relationship demands a part of your ego, your pride, your image, your convenience, do you discover whether you loved the person or the role they gave you. Run these tests on yourself first. Most people will fail them, not because they are monsters, because they have never been asked to pay the real price. And self-love is very good at hiding behind the word loyalty. Do not hide with it. But you now know something they refuse to know. You know the mask exists. That changes everything. Real loyalty is not the absence of self-interest. It is the decision to remain after self-interest has been seen and named. This is a different identity. The old identity was the one who believed their devotion was pure, who needed to be seen as good, who confused comfort with commitment. The new identity is quieter. It does not perform. It does not count favors in public. It chooses. Choose that. A person who sees their own self-interest can no longer be manipulated by flattery. They cannot be controlled by the need to be admired. They can stay without resentment or leave without self-deception. Their loyalty becomes deliberate. And because it is deliberate, it is real. The bond that survives the cost test is no longer a trade wearing a mask. It is a choice made with open eyes. That choice may be rare. It is the only loyalty worth the name. Do not force yourself to be more loyal for 7 days. That would be another performance. Observe the exact moment loyalty becomes expensive. Notice the first thought that arises. This is not what I signed up for. Then ask yourself, who signed up? The person who loved or the person who benefited? Sit with that question without lying. Do not confess this to anyone yet. The confession will become a new performance. Let the knowledge sit alone. Test it in silence. Watch yourself in real time. That is the only way the mask stays off. You will no longer be a loyal person by accident. You will become something rarer, a person who chooses their bonds with open eyes. When the mask falls, answer one question: who remains? The mask does not fall once. It falls every time you choose to see, every time you refuse the comfortable story. That is not cynicism. That is clarity. And clarity is the only ground where real loyalty can stand.